Wayne Gretzky joins us at the Oil Country Championship at Windermere Golf Club in Edmonton. Wayne, I read that you got into golf as a teenager. When did it all begin for you, and how big of a part of your life is this sport?
Well, I probably started golfing at probably the age of 15 or 16, and really, like everything else in my life, with the advice of my father that if you're going to be a hockey player, all hockey players golf, and there's a lot of charity golf tournaments, and you don't want to embarrass yourself out there, so maybe you should think about playing a little bit. So, like everyone else, I picked it up. I'm not very good. I don't profess to be a great player. I love playing as a family sport. My wife and I play a lot together. My kids play, and it's like anything else. You have to practice and you have to prepare to become a great golfer. And quite frankly, I did all that in my life, and I just play this for enjoyment. But we were able to, last week we played in a tournament for cancer, and we helped raise $4 million. And to be here today to be part of this, and that's what it's all about. It's just fun, and people get to benefit from it.
How many of these golf events do you think you've done over the course of your life?
I don't really have a number, but I've done a lot of them. I used to host my own nationwide tour event for 5 years. But you know what? It's a great game. Guys like Mike Weir in this country have taken it to another level, and obviously what Tiger did in his career has motivated so many young players to become golfers. It's a great sport. It's a demanding sport, like any sport is, but it's a fun sport.
You're pretty modest about your own skills, but do you get competitive, especially I'm thinking of maybe when you golf with your family or your son-in-law in particular?
No, it's funny because people who play with me for the first time probably expect or anticipate that I'm going to be highly competitive, but I'm completely the opposite. First and foremost, I understand how hard it is to become a great athlete. You have to put in a lot of time and a lot of practice and a lot of hours. And for me, I did that in hockey. Golf is enjoyment for me. I wouldn't want to play if I was out there grunting and groaning and being mad that I didn't make a par or birdie. Life is too short. So I really enjoy it. I think it's a wonderful game. I think it's something you can do your whole life. You can play with friends and family. And I truly enjoy it.
Let's shift sports here to hockey, and you talked about great athletes, especially in golf, but let's talk about Connor McDavid. The Oilers locked him up long term. How important is that for the city, the team, and Connor himself?
Well, listen, those kind of players come around every now and then. And, guys like Crosby and Austin Matthews and Connor and Draisaitl, they're rare. And Connor's a special, unique young man. And he's dealt with pressure and microscope since he's a young age. He comes from a really nice family. He's very mature for 20 years old, and he deserves every penny that he signed for. And he's going to be a mainstay in this city, in this organization for a long time. He's the captain of this group, and I know the coaching staff and Peter and Bob Nicholson are hoping that he now takes this team to the next level of not just wanting to make the playoffs, but get to the finals and win a Stanley Cup. So it's wonderful for the National Hockey League that he signed here. It's great for the city of Edmonton that he's here. And listen, I know Connor's thrilled to be living and playing in the city of Edmonton.
A couple real quick ones here, starting with just your thoughts on the team heading into next year. It seems like they're as tight as they've ever been, this current group, and Peter Chiarelli made a couple moves to bring in some versatile players.
Well, Peter's one of the best hockey people in the game. He's a tremendous general manager. His track record speaks for itself. He's a diligent worker and thorough, and he loves the game, and he loves this organization, and he loves his team. So he's going to do everything he can to put the best opportunity for Todd to have a Stanley Cup champion. As you said, it's a close group of kids. I was fortunate enough to be around a lot last year, and there's really not one bad person in the whole group. They're just really good, responsible young men that are proud to be Oilers, and so it obviously makes everything very exciting.
It's almost been a year since you came on board as the vice chair here with OEG and you returned to Edmonton. What's it been like for you? You've been able to come to these events as an ambassador. You've been around the sport again. What's it been like for you personally? Well,
listen, part of coming back was I love the game of hockey, and so I've had as much fun or more fun than anybody. I feel honored that Darryl and Bob Nicholson had asked me to come on board and be part of this, and for me to be around the team. I was probably around a lot more than even I anticipated being, but it was a lot of fun, and it's a great group of kids, and they have a great deal of energy that everybody feeds off of. So I'm very proud of the fact that I'm back and part of the organization, and hopefully we can all be part of winning a Stanley Cup down the road.
All right, thanks a lot, Wayne. Good luck out there.
Thank you very much.